Guys, today we are going to be talking about what happened to Tamila Horsford. But before I get started, I have to do a disclaimer. I have to say, because I don't want to be sued, I have to say that this is my opinion and only my opinion. I have to say that I have not been paid for my opinion. I have to say that I am only stating the facts in the case. I'm not a police officer or an investigator. Everything that I'm going to say to you is alleged because no one has been convicted of the murder of Tamila Horsford. Tamila Horsford was the only black person at the party. She arrived at 3:45 p.m. to celebrate the birthday of Jean Myers. This was on November 3rd, 2018. The party was supposed to be all women, but her boyfriend, Jose, had shown up to the party that was supposed to be all women with two men, Thomas Smith and John Myers. Yes, he showed up with two men. Okay, Jean Myers told detectives that her and Jose Barrera went to bed around 11:30 p.m. That statement could not be true because, according to witnesses, Tamila Horsford and Jean Myers stayed up to clean up after the party, and according to witnesses, they did not finish until 1:30 a.m. So how was she in the bed with Jose Barrera at 11:30? It didn't happen. Bridget Fuller says that her husband found out that men were in the at the party and he wanted her to come home. So Bridget Fuller's husband came to pick her up at 1:47 a.m. Now, Bridget Fuller says that when she was leaving, she saw Tamila Horsford eating gumbo on the couch, according to her. From 1:47 a.m., according to the security alarm on the house, that back door opened 4 times. From 1:47 a.m. to 1:57 a.m., that back door was open for approximately 10 minutes. Yes, 10 minutes. This is my opinion, and I have not been paid to give it. I would suggest to you that maybe when Jean Myers and Tamila Horsford finished cleaning up after the party, that Jean Myers went to bed, but her boyfriend, Jose Barrero, did not. Maybe maybe Bridget Fuller did see Tamila Horsford eating gumbo when she left. So now the only two people up in that house is Jose Barrera and Tamila Horsford. They were the only two people up. So what did he do? Did he approach her and suggest, that they have a little essay? I mean, it would have been a one-night stand, but some people are in for a one-night stand. I believe that she told him no, she shunned him. I believe that Jose Barrera had made it up in his mind that he was going to have her with or without her consent. I believe that the wounds on Tamila Horsford's body are defensive wounds. These wounds that she had could not have been sustained in a fall. Those are defensive wounds. And I believe that since the crime scene was never secured, that Jose Barrera was able to manipulate the crime scene. He was never tested for Tamila Horsford's DNA. Never. He was not tested for her DNA. And if she was really a habitual smoker like they said she was, when she stepped outside those doors, she would have lit that cigarette. She would have had to light that cigarette. Soon as she stepped outside that door, that's what habitual smokers do. As soon as they get someplace where they can smoke, they light up. But Tamila Horsford did not make it to that balcony. Whatever happened to her either happened to her after she decided to go to bed or down there on that living room couch while she was eating that gumbo. The injuries that she sustained are blunt force trauma. You don't get that from a fall from a two-story window. From a two-story balcony. Come on, guys. The crime scene was staged. And I believe that allegedly the crime scene was staged by Jose Barrera. Jose Barrera was the one that dragged her body out of that back door and placed it up under that ledge. Jose Barrera was the one that put that unlit cigarette and that lighter on that balcony, because at 12:30 Tamila Horsford wanted to leave, so she had put her things in the hallway, but the other women convinced her to stay. So he would have had access to her purse. Jose Barrera was never tested for her DNA. Jose Barrera refused to take a polygraph test. Jose Barrera was the one that was fired for accessing files about the case from his computer. He was fired. And he was also trying to get witness information. This case was a simple case of murder. This was not no slip and fall from no balcony. This young lady was murdered. And I'm thankful for celebrities like T.I. and 50 Cent who made them reopen her case. Because even though all the evidence has been destroyed and the crime scene was not preserved, Tamila Horsford deserved some sort of justice. This lady was a mother with 5 children. She did not kill herself and she did not commit suicide. She was murdered. And she was murdered right in that house and dragged out there to the backyard. How do you think her socks got pulled down and she got the scrape on her knee? This reminds me so much of that movie, Get Out. Things are never what they appear to be. And I want to say my condolences to the Horsford family. May her soul rest in eternal peace. Baby girl, justice is going to come because you got people in your corner. Justice is going to come, and Jose Barrera will get what he deserved, because what allegedly he did to you was that was animalistic. How do you break somebody's jaw, their nose, and their collarbone? The wounds you had on your arm were defensive wounds. And I believe you fought him with everything that you could. I believe you did. Rest in eternal peace, baby girl. I'm out, guys.